read 13 books this last month. I'm doing this in chronological order and it just gets better and better as the month goes on. I think I have 3 5-star reads and I tried out so many new authors, arcs, memoirs, nonfiction, romance books this month. So here we go. Also, yes, it's very late, but this is for July. I read Fun Home. I actually read this in college, but I'm glad I read it again on my own because I changed my rating to 5 stars. Such a unique but great way of exploring the journey of grief from losing a parent. I got a lot out of this. I read Lucky by Marissa Stapley, and this was super, super fun. It's kind of like a Lifetime drama. Like, you have to go into it knowing it's going to be kind of silly and out there and fun. She wins the lottery, but the cops are also like trying to find her to arrest her. So it's like a really fun chase as she tries to figure out how to cash in the lottery ticket without being arrested. I forgot to invert, I'm sorry. I try to read a couple of nonfiction books every single month. So I worked on Manifest Anything You Want this last month, as well as Sacred Tears. Both really great. And then I read The Dinner List by one of my favorite authors. Unfortunately, I think this takes the bottom tier for all of her books for me. It just didn't hit the way that her other books did. I think I gave this 3 stars. Animal Farm, 5 stars. Everyone needs to read this. I read this in an afternoon, one sitting. I got so much out of it. I get why they make you read this in school. The memoir for the month was Lauren Graham's. I enjoyed this so much. I loved Parenthood. I loved Gilmore Girls, and I loved hearing more about behind the scenes and her personal life. It's a great memoir. It's on the shorter side, so I think it's very manageable. I read The Haunting of Bryn Wilder by Wendy Webb. She is a local Minnesota author, and this thriller takes place off of Lake Superior. It was really fun. I liked what she did with the plot. It made me think. I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. I also have a signed copy, so I find that to be very special. The arc that I read this month was Cash by Jessica Peterson. I think it went on a little bit longer than it needed to and had a very slow start. For me personally, I love Elsie Silver, so it's hard for me to compare other works in the genre, but I'm eager to see how this series does. I will definitely read the next one. The best thing happened to me this month. I started reading Abby Jimenez. I read Part of Your World, 5 stars. So good. I could talk about her forever. I also read The Only One Left by Riley Sager, another 5-star banger. This is my favorite book by his so far, and I've read a lot. I tried Carly Fortune out in July. I read Every Summer After, and it was okay, but I read this at a cabin with my own dog, so reading it on a dog hit different for sure. It was the perfect read for the moment. Is it the best book in the world? Debatable. And then I tried to read Meet Me at the Lake, but I DNF'd it. That's everything I read for July. Definitely let me know your thoughts on these. All I can say is August got even better, so stay tuned for that one.